Yes guys, it's nearly last and welcome. In this video what we're going to be talking about is Infinite Warfare's rig, Merc, and one particular trait that has really caught my eye. Now after having some hands-on time on the beta on the PlayStation 4 weekend, this particular rig with this particular trait really has stood out for me quite a lot. And when we actually come forward to the second weekend, and especially when we actually come to this game actually at launch, I think we're going to see a lot more of this particular setup. Now with actual Merc, one of his traits is man at arms. This is rig augmentations allow for carrying heavier loads with minimal effort. Start with maximum ammo capacity and weapons don't impact movement. Now as you're seeing on this particular gameplay, I am using the Raw. Now this is the LMG, the first one that you actually select in the beta, and I must say that this particular LMG is very strong overall. Hasn't got a crazy fire rate or anything else like that, but it does down people very easily. Now as we know with Infinite Warfare and the way that Infinity Ward decided to go about is what they're trying to do is trying to cater for lots of people's different playing styles. That's why we're seeing quick scoping coming back again. They want to try and help out the campers, and obviously people love to be running with LMGs. Now with this particular LMG, and especially with Merc as well, and the fact that you're able to run around the map at the same speed as people with assault rifles, SMGs, I think is very beneficial indeed. Now don't get me wrong, especially in the beta you're seeing a lot of people tending to be running around with the SMGs and the assault rifles, especially trying to get used to the maps and whatnot else. But as soon as people really start to learn those maps, control those long lines of sights and whatnot else, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of this particular trait, and especially teaming it up with Raw as well. I found that this particular LMG was very dominant as well. And as soon as you can start learning control areas, start learning where the spawn points are and whatnot else, you can easily take control of any particular game with this, because you can just drop from position to position. Because what the problem that we always had with LMGs before, they really slowed you down, and for me personally I did not like that lack of movement. But now I'm able to run around, like I say, at the same speed as everyone else, but with a great big LMG with all that fire rate is very beneficial indeed. It certainly is. And also, as you'll notice on the ammo side of it and the bottom right hand side of the screen, as soon as I take my shot, start firing, the bullets start going up. So technically speaking, you don't even need to have to reload. You can basically just run around with this big LMG, run around with Merc at the same speed as everyone else, and it will reload your gun whilst you're moving from point to point. This is very big indeed, I must admit. Especially you can imagine people trying to control the lines on sight, especially on, say, like domination, people trying to get onto a B flag and things like that. You will be seeing a lot more of this. Whether or not people are really going to be taken to it or not, I'm not too sure. This did actually get pointed out to me, and I went out and tried it, and like I say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is an absolutely brilliant way of actually running with LMGs. Whether or not it's actually going to work in the full build of the game, you know, for the final balancing of things or not, is yet to be determined. Because for me personally, I could see people going on some seriously wrecking sprees with this. And like I say, on say like larger maps and what else, it can be very dominant overall. But let me know, guys, exactly what you're thinking about this particular trait on Merc, and whether or not you think it's a good idea that you're able now to be able to run around with an LMG at the same speed as everyone else and be able to down people pretty much with ease. Because in this particular gameplay, I did not have stock on. I only had quick draw and I had grip. So with this particular gun as well, if you can stick stock on it as well and be able to hold down an ADS and still have that bit more movement speed, it certainly is going to be working extremely well. But anyway guys, leave it all in the comment section down below. It'd be absolutely amazing to hear from you. But coming up on my screen now is the subscribe button. Make sure you're jumping on that, and guys, if you could drop a like for me, it'd be absolutely amazing. This is nearly last, and I'll catch you later.